Those conditions will include that you will not use, possess, or carry any weapons, including firearms, guns, knives, ammunition, or golf clubs.
Esto significa que tiene usted condiciones de que tiene prohibido portar o poseer armas que incluyen armas de fuego, pistolas, armas blancas, munición o clubs de golf.
And you will have no contact with the alleged victim.
Y también tiene usted prohibido tener comunicación o contacto con la víctima.
Conditions of pre-trial release begin immediately, so you will have no contact beginning right now.
Así que las condiciones de libertad condicional comienzan de inmediato, así que usted tiene prohibido contactar o comunicarse de aquí en adelante.
Good luck, sir.
Muy bien, buena suerte.
Emmanuel Arano Ocampo.
Emanuel Arano Ocampo.
Sí.
Yes.
All right, sir, you're here on a charge of no valid driver's license. Your bond amount will be $500 as a result of an immigration detainer with ICE.
Muy bien, señor. Está usted aquí por un cargo de no tener licencia válida de manejo. La cantidad de su fianza es de $500 como resultado que hay una orden de retención para ICE.
Do you need the service of the public defender?
¿Necesita usted los servicios de un abogado de oficio?
No, solamente
No.
necesito saber si puedo pagar la fianza y me voy para mi país o cómo está el...
So what I want to find out that if I pay the bond, will I go back to my country?
You'll want to talk to an attorney about that. So since you don't want the public defender, you want to hire an attorney to answer those questions for you, sir.
Bueno, eso se lo puede contestar un abogado. Puesto que usted no quiere un abogado de oficio, usted va a querer contratar un abogado privado para que le responda a esas preguntas que usted tiene, señor.
Good luck, sir.
Otra pregunta.
Well, I have another question.
Okay, go ahead.
Dígame.
Si yo firmo mi salida voluntaria, ¿me puedo ir?
What if I want to sign a voluntary, if I want a self-deport?
Oh, yeah. Again, you'll want to talk to an attorney about that. You saw how well I answered the first question. The second one, I'm not going to be any better.
¿Te acuerdas que cómo le contesté la primera pregunta? Esta segunda respuesta no va a ser mejor que la primera. Va a querer hablar con un abogado.
Okay, ¿puedo solicitar un abogado público desde aquí?
Then can I get a public defender?
Well, I asked you that before and you said you didn't want one. Did you change your mind?
Yo le pregunté eso anteriormente. ¿Usted ha cambiado de opinión?
Sí.
Yes.
All right, then I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
Muy bien, entonces yo le asigno a la oficina del abogado de oficio y buena suerte.
All right, that's all I had for South County that needed Spanish. Moving to Central, we have Juan Ibarra Perez.
Juan Ibarra Pérez.
Sí.
Yes.
Sir, you're in charge of no valid driver's license. Your bond amount is $500 as a result of an immigration detainer with ICE. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Señor, está usted aquí por un cargo de no tener licencia válida de manejar. Su fianza es de $500 como resultado de una orden de retención para ICE. Usted necesita los servicios de un abogado de oficio.
No, tengo un abogado privado.
No, I have a private attorney.
All right, good luck, sir.
Muy bien, señor, gracias. Buena suerte.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Then we have Alex Ruiz Barahona.
Luis Ruiz Barahona.
Sir, you're here on 2 counts of resisting an officer without violence.
Señor,
Yes.
está usted aquí por 2 cargos de resistirse a las autoridades sin violencia.
The bond for each of those cases will be $2,000 as a result of an immigration detainer with an ICE hold. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Señor, Su fianza por estos cargos es de $2,000 por cargo como resultado de retención para inmigración. Usted necesita los servicios de un abogado de oficio.
No.
No.
All right, good luck, sir.
Muy bien, señor. Buena suerte.
Julio Ruiz Pagan.
Julio Ruiz Pagán.
Sir, you're here on charges of perjury and knowingly giving false information to a law enforcement officer with a bond of $1,000 each, making false written declaration with a bond of $5,000, and driving a license suspended with a bond of $250. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Señor, está usted aquí por cargos de perjurio, de dar información falsa a sabiendas a un agente policial con una fianza de $1,000 cada uno, también de hacer declaraciones por escrito falsas que tiene una fianza de $5,000 y conducir con la licencia suspendida es de $250. ¿Usted quiere los servicios de un abogado de oficio?
¿Cuál es el total de la fianza?
What is the total amount of the bonds?
Well, it's 1,000 plus 5,000 plus 1,000 plus 250.
I'm sorry, son 1,000, 5,000, 1,000 y 250.
Well, sir, if you decide you want the public defender, you can certainly ask at your next court date. Good luck, sir.
Muy bien, si usted va a necesitar los servicios de un abogado de oficio en su próxima audiencia, usted puede pedir uno para entonces. Es todo.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't have anyone else listed that needed the Spanish interpreter.
¿Usted necesita intérprete?
Sí,
¿Cuál es su nombre y apellido?
Rolando Lora.
Rolando Lora.
All right, sir, you're here on charges of battery and resisting an officer without violence with a bond of $1,000 each.
Señor, está aquí por cargos de agresión física y resistirse a un oficial sin violencia con una fianza de $1,000 por cargo.
Additionally, you're currently out on bond on 25 CF 5825. That bond will be revoked and you'll be held no bond pursuant to Parker v. State.
Adicionalmente, usted actualmente está fuera bajo fianza en el caso 25 CF 5825. Esa fianza se va a revocar, quedará usted detenido sin fianza según Parker contra el Estado.
Sí, pero la cosa es que yo cuando dije yo lo que quería decir al policía no me quería escuchar lo que estaba diciendo.
When I was trying to explain to the officer, he didn't want to listen to me.
Yeah.
Right, you definitely don't want to explain it now.
No tiene que explicarme ahora.
¿Mande?
Que no explique nada.
No, pero yo tengo testigos también y yo creo que el policía no hizo su trabajo. El policía no hizo su work. He didn't do his due diligence.
Sir, does that mean that you do want the public defender or you do not want the public defender?
Señor, lo único que quiero saber ahora, ¿quiere un abogado de oficio o no?
Sí.
Yes.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
Le asigno un abogado de oficio. Buena suerte.
We have another person.
¿El apellido?
Betancourt.
Betancourt.
How do you spell the last name?
Your Honor, it's Betancourt.
Zebulon.
Zebulon Marcial.
All right, sir, you're here on a charge of simple battery. Your bond amount is $1,000. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Muy bien, señor. Está usted aquí por un cargo de agresión física. Tiene usted una fianza de $1,000. ¿Necesita usted los servicios de un abogado de oficio?
¿Un public defender?
¿A public defender?
Correct.
Yes. Correcto.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
Muy bien, le asigno la oficina del abogado de oficio. Buena suerte, señor.
I also have a note that we have a person who needs the Creole interpreter. Do we have a Creole interpreter?
No, we don't. We probably will have one tomorrow, Your Honor. Who is that needs it?
Meritable Lionel?
Okay. Yeah, we don't have one today.
And Dorvale.
Meritable Lionel, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
All right, ma'am, vous reprenez demain.
Hi.
Vous comprenez?
Oui, vous a parlé.
All
Parlé.
right, ma'am.
Il y a mercredi après-midi, mercredi après-midi, non,
Demain.
mercredi après-midi, dans chambre.
Madame,
Mercredi,
Madame, il n'y a pas un interprète aujourd'hui, mais demain à l'honneur.
oh, vous pouvez expliquer
D'accord?
comme ça?
Demain à une heure.
Vous pouvez expliquer?
Non, je ne parle pas créole.
Vous pouvez expliquer des mots en anglais?
Yeah, so parler anglais.
Yeah. What is the, what,
She has to come back tomorrow. Please ask her to step to the left.
Okay, bye. Tu vas venir demain.
There's two Creole, the other one I didn't have the name. I don't know which one that one is.
Comment vous
Comment tu
s'appelez-vous, madame?
t'appelles?
Right. Oh, my name is Rose Derville.
What's your last name?
Since Derville, Dervil.
And do you believe you need the Creole interpreter?
No, since they don't have one.
Okay. Well, you're here on charges of refusal to submit to a DUI test and a DUI with a bond of $1,000 as to each of those charges. Do you need the service of the public defender?
I would take a private lawyer.
Okay, well, when you hire your private lawyer, make sure they fill out all the paperwork and get you to court as soon as possible. Good luck, ma'am.
One question, if I take the service defender today, do I gonna have to schedule for court?
Right, you've got a bond, so you're gonna have to bond out, and you're gonna make sure you show up for your next court date.
Okay,
All right, good luck, ma'am.
no.
No, we've got a juvenile. There was an add-on, Cummings.
Well, it's just that kind of day, isn't it?
Cummings.
No, I had an add-on to Reynaldo Cortez, but I didn't have anything
Vincent
to come.
Cummings, the clerk said they have a. Here's the
First I've heard of it. Trent Song Cummings?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, I'm looking at your information now. You have a warrant out of Highlands County for which you were being held no bond, and you also have a detention hold out of Highlands County for which you were being held no bond. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Excuse me, Your Honor?
Do you need the public defender to represent you?
A lawyer?
A lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, then I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
I have one person.
And who's this one?
Ernest, James Ernest.
All right, and you're James Ernest?
Yes,
All right, so Mr. Ernest, you're here on charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon without intent to kill. The bond for that will be $10,000, and if you're able to bond out, there'll be conditions of pre-trial release, which will include the following. You would not use, possess, or carry any weapons, firearms, guns, knives, or ammunition, and you would have no contact with the alleged victim. Additionally, you have charges of improper exhibition of a firearm and false information to a law enforcement officer, and the misuse of the 911 system with a bond of $1,000 each, disorderly conduct with a bond of $250, and false report of a crime causing great bodily harm with a bond of $5,000. Do you need the public defender?
What was the last charge?
The misuse of the 911, oh no, excuse me, the false report of a crime.
With a bodily harm?
Correct. So do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes, sir.
All right, I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
Is bonds on all that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Did you have pre-trial on all of it, or just?
Yeah.
Free trial on all this?
Thank you.
All right, Mr. McMahon, what case do you have today?
Sir, yes, sir. Thank you for calling on me. I'm here for Sidney Palmer, Palmer. He's already been in, and he's been charged with new charges. So he's back for first appearance.
Yes, direct information file on a trafficking charge.
Yes, sir.
All right, yeah, and I see the KP is signed by the Honorable Judge Gerald Hill. State wish to be heard on this?
Just for your information, Your Honor, state is not filing a pretrial detention motion as to this charge. The defendant was there was a previous pretrial detention motion regarding a separate trafficking charge in which the defendant is currently being held to a bond.
All right. Well, then as to this charge, the bond amount will be $25,000. And if he's been placed on pretrial release for any other conditions, then those will be in effect on this one as well.
Do you have conditions on this one? I'm not sure if you have it. I don't think so.
Only if there were any other ones. All right, thank you, sir. Mr. McMahon, anything further?
No, sir. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Major.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
All right, so if the bailiff would have everyone stand up, be sworn in.
All right, y'all. Everybody
Raise your right hand.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and so say I do out loud.
I do.
Make you seated.
All right, folks, my name is Bob Brett. I'll be handling the first appearance today. When your name is called, come forward. I will only be going over a couple things. The first one is I'll be asking you if you need the service of the public defender. If your answer is anything other than no, then we'll talk about your financial situation to determine if you qualify for the public defender. Then we'll be looking at the probable cause affidavit to determine if there is probable cause. And if there is, then we'll determine any appropriate release or bond conditions. Please do not talk about the facts of your case in any way whatsoever. If you're fixing to say something and you think it might be related to your case, don't say it. We'll begin with South County, and the first one that I have listed for South County is Jason Cunningham. Is that correct?
Your name, step up.
Mr. Cunningham is here on charge of possession of drug paraphernalia with a bond of $1,000 and possession of methamphetamine with a bond of $5,000. Sir, do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes, sir.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir. The next one I have is Artavius Forsyth. Here on charge of resisting an officer without violence and refusal to submit to a breath alcohol test with a bond of $250 each and a charge of DUI with a bond of $1,000. Sir, do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
I have a question.
Sure.
So I'm on the weekend work thingy, and then how long I have to stay in here to finish that?
Oh, I have no idea. You're definitely going to want to talk to your attorney about that because that involves a different case.
Okay, thank you.
All right, good luck, sir. William Hales?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Hales, you're here as a result of a pickup order out of Hardee County. I see that as a no bond status.
My mom paid the purge on it this morning.
Was found in civil contempt on February 20th, 2026. Was ordered to make a lump sum payment of $400 by April 6th. Did not make that payment, and that's why we're here today.
We took care of that yesterday. The $400 was for Polk, and there was a $300 for Hardee. And the Hardee, I took care of the Polk yesterday in DRD court, and then Hardee.
Hold on, sir. So you're saying that was taken care of yesterday?
Yes, sir.
All right. So in today's May 28th, and that said it had to be done by April 6th. And I know May 28th is later than April 6th. So you're going to have to talk to Judge Williamson about that. So the pickup order, and what is the DRD here?
Yeah, the DRD purge was $300. My mom paid it this morning for Hardee County, and the $400 was taken care of by the hearing officer yesterday afternoon.
Okay, well, hopefully they'll get all that cleared up and you'll get out of there pretty quickly. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Ryan Hyder? Sir, you're on charge of possession of cannabis and possession of drug paraphernalia with a bond of $1,000 each. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes, I do.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
Well, hold on, wait. Will you tell me if my bond been posted yet? Also, I got a recording of that cop setting me up yesterday, bro, on tape on my cell phone.
Please, do not talk about the facts of your case. It's never helped anybody.
I got
Marcus
a cop on.
Joseph.
I recorded that cop without him knowing he set
Marcus
me up.
Joseph.
I should not be here.
Marcus Joseph. We'll try again. Marcus Joseph. There he is. Mr. Joseph, you're here as a result of a warrant out of Hillsborough County for which you're being held no bond. Hopefully they'll come get you pretty quickly, but we'll set this up for next Thursday to see if they have come and done what they're supposed to do. Good luck, sir.
All right, so they had set it up last Thursday too. How many days they got to come get me?
I have no idea. Damian Joyner Hunt. Mr. Joyner Hunt is here on charges of battery and criminal mischief with a bond of $1,000 each, and another charge which has a bond of $5,000. Additionally, sir, if you're able to bond out, there'll be conditions of pretrial release. Those conditions will include the following: you would not use, possess, or carry any weapons, firearms, guns, knives, or ammunition. You would have no contact with the alleged victim, and have no contact with any child under the age of 18 years. Sir, do you need the service of the public defender?
No.
All right, good luck, sir. Aubrey Letchworth. Sir, you're here on 2 counts of violation of probation for which you will be held no bond. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Luis Morales.
Judge, that was the one that they had a PA on.
Say that again, please.
They had a protective action on him, so he's not in court.
All right, well, let's bring him back tomorrow then. Devlin Parfait. Sir, you're here on charges of domestic violence, aggravated battery on a pregnant victim. There is probable cause for the charge. Your bond amount will be $10,000. If you're able to bond out, there will be conditions of pretrial release. Those conditions will include the following: you would not use, possess, or carry any weapons, firearms, guns, knives, or ammunition. You'd have no contact with the alleged victim, but you may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of release, accompanied by law enforcement to retrieve any personal items. Sir, do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes, Your Honor.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir. Melvin Portier. Sir, you're here as a result of a warrant out of Manatee County. The bond on that is $500, so you can either bond out, or we will set this for next Thursday to see if Manatee County comes and does what they're supposed to do. Good luck, sir.
Yes. Question, sir.
Sure.
Can that bond be posted here?
Yes.
Okay, I don't have to be arrested and like print it before I bond out?
Well, you are arrested. You're in jail now.
I mean, like on the charge itself, on the warrant.
Yeah, that's what you're in jail for, is the warrant, right now.
Okay, so I can just go ahead on and bond and go.
That's what I do.
Okay,
but
thank
I can't speak for you.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Jaden Sanchez Munez.
Your Honor.
So you're on a charge of armed trespass. The bond amount is $5,000. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
God bless.
All right, that's all I have that I have listed for South County. Who else do we have in South County?
We got Darby.
Give me that last name again, please.
Darby.
Darby. There it is. All right, so Mr. Darby, you're here on a charge of domestic violence battery. There is probable cause for the charge. Your bond amount will be $1,000, and if you're able to bond out, there'll be conditions of pretrial release. Those conditions will include the following: you would not use, possess, or carry any weapons, firearms, guns, knives, or ammunition. You'd have no contact with the alleged victim, but you may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of release, accompanied by law enforcement to retrieve any personal items. Additionally, you're currently out on bond on 26 MM 3890. That bond will be revoked and you will be held no bond pursuant to Parker v. State. Sir, do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes, sir.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
Thank you so much.
Add on Cortez to it.
Reynaldo Cortez?
Yes,
sir.
All right.
Team Felon.
All right, apparently there is a pickup order for Mr. Cortez. The bond is $400, and it's from Highlands County. Is that on the? What is it on?
I couldn't see her again.
Yes, Denver Vaughn's on the record. That is, he is a carryover from another day.
Okay.
I had a document showing that. And we're also using it, he's an add-on?
Yes.
Yes. But, yeah, I can attest to the fact he's been through first appearance previously.
All right, so this is a warrant out of another jurisdiction. I guess that's Highlands County, with a bond of $400. Yeah, purge of $400. All right, sir, so the bond is $400, and hopefully Highlands County will come get you pretty soon, or else you can bond out on it too. Good luck, sir.
Sir, I've been through this first appearance. This is my third time. I mean,
Yeah, that's what
I
Ms.
understand.
Goins just told me, so maybe they're really hoping you'll bond out.
Okay. Your Honor,
So-
Denver Vaughn's on behalf of this gentleman. Would the court consider just maybe giving a deadline, saying,
Well, we're setting it for next Thursday.
for next Thursday, and
Yeah.
say if he isn't, would the court say that if he isn't released by 1 o'clock on that day, that he should be released?
No, ma'am, because I'm not going to speak for whatever judge is going to be here next Thursday. All right, good luck, sir.
Wow.
And
Yes,
who do we
sir.
have as the next person? Do we have any others?
That's it, Judge.
All right, thank you very much. So we'll move to Central County Jail, beginning with the females. And the first one I have is Kaylani Batista.
Yes, sir.
All right, ma'am, you're here on 8 counts of violation of probation for which you'll be held no bond. Do you need the service of the public defender?
I do.
All right, I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, ma'am.
Sir, may I ask for a bond on my violation so I can return to work before being terminated? I've done,
Can't do it.
okay. And how many violations do I have?
8. Well, at least today. I don't know if you have any others, but you have 8 today.
8 counts of violation?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So, okay, gotcha. Thank you.
Kobe Belford.
Yes, sir.
All right, ma'am, you're here on a charge of domestic violence battery. You are recommended for what's called straight pretrial release, which means that you don't have to post a bond. However, you'd be placed on pretrial release, and you would have to follow certain conditions, which would include that you would not use, possess, or carry any weapons, firearms, guns, knives, or ammunition. You may have contact with the alleged victim, however, it may not be physically or verbally threatening or violent in any manner whatsoever. And you got a promise that you'll show up for all your court dates and follow the court orders.
Yes,
Can
sir.
you do that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Additionally, do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes, sir.
And I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, ma'am.
Thank you.
Janet Burgos?
Yes.
All right, ma'am, you're here on a charge of operating driving while license suspended or revoked, second conviction or subsequent. The bond for that will be $1,000. Additionally, you have 2 cases out of Osceola County that are violations of probation. As to the case in Polk County, do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes.
And I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Madison Coleman?
Yes, sir.
All right, ma'am, you're here on a charge of simple battery. You are recommended for what's called straight pretrial release, which means if you agree to follow all the conditions of pretrial release, any orders given to you by the court, and show up for all your court dates, you can be released without having to post a bond. Can you promise me you'll do those things?
Yes, sir.
All right, then we will show this as straight pretrial release. And do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes, sir.
Then I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, ma'am.
Thank you.
Kelly Conti?
Yes.
Ma'am, you're here on charge of possession of drug paraphernalia with a bond of $1,000 and possession of methamphetamine with a bond of $5,000. Do you need the service of the public defender?
No, sir.
All right, good luck, ma'am.
Thank you.
Brandy Dees.
Yes.
Ma'am, you're here on charges of possession of drug paraphernalia with a bond of $1,000 and possession of cocaine with a bond of $5,000. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes, I do.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, ma'am. Christian Evans.
Bonded.
Say again, please.
She bonded.
Oh, thank you. Latoya Forsyth.
Flying Marie Davis.
Davis. I don't have a Davis on my docket. Sorry, ma'am, I can't help you today. We don't have you on the docket for our first appearance. Latoya Forsyth?
Mixed up with something else.
Are you Latoya Forsyth?
I'm Lion Marie Davis.
Oh, Murray Davis. Well, where's Latoya Forsyth? Or Wilmarie Gonzalez Rivera?
I'm right here.
Wilmarie Gonzalez Rivera, is that you?
Yes, sir.
All right, ma'am, you're here as a result of a warrant signed by the Honorable Judge Kevin Polk for failure to appear for a pretrial. Your bond on that is $2,500, and the public defender was previously appointed to your case. Good luck, ma'am.
Thank you.
Forsyth is not there.
I don't know, do we have anything on Forsyth?
Says she's not Forsyth, so. Her card says Forsyth.
Oh, is that you, ma'am?
No, the one that was standing up saying that her name is Davis, but she's actually Forsyth.
Oh, okay, well, can we have her come back over here then? All right, I apologize, ma'am. I have you listed as Artavius Forsyth, but you're saying that's not your name?
No, sir.
You're not saying that's not your name?
Sir, that's not, my name is not Octavia. I've never.
What is it?
There's two Forsyths. There's a Latoya. She's Latoya.
Davis is a male.
Oh, Latoya Forsyth. Is that you?
It's supposed, okay, they have me under that, but I guess you know, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, well, ma'am, you're here on charges of trespass and resisting an officer without violence. The bond on each of those is $1,000. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes, sir.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. I'm sorry for the mix-up there. Good luck. Misty Hamilton? Ms. Hamilton, you're here on charges of resisting an officer without violence, possession of drug paraphernalia with a bond of $1,000 each, possession of a controlled substance without a prescription, and possession of methamphetamine with a bond of $5,000 each, and petty theft with a bond of $250. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yeah.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, ma'am. Lisa Johnson?
Yes, sir.
All right, ma'am, you're here on charges of possession of cannabis and possession of drug paraphernalia with a bond of $1,000 each, possession of methamphetamine with a bond of $5,000, 5 counts of failure to appear for a post-adjudication hearing for which you'll be held no bond, and then 5 violations of probation for which you'll be held no bond. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes, sir.
And I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, ma'am. Megan Lane?
Hi, that's me.
Ma'am, you're here on a charge of a domestic violence battery. There is probable cause for the charge. Your bond amount will be $1,000, and if you're able to bond out, there'll be conditions of pretrial release. Those conditions would include the following: that you would be subject to random breath testing, self-pay, that you would not consume any alcohol while you're on the pretrial release program. You would not use, possess, or carry any weapons, firearms, guns, knives, or ammunition, and you would have no contact with the alleged victim other than within 48 hours of release. You may return to the alleged victim's home in the presence of law enforcement to retrieve any personal items. Ma'am, do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, and we already did Madam Leonel. Destiny Lloyd.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ma'am, you're here on a charge of trespass with a bond of $1,000. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes, sir. May I also be released on pretrial release, please? This is my first offense. I haven't been charged with anything else, Your Honor. May I please have that opportunity to prove myself?
Do we even have that on? Destiny Lloyd, Lloyd.
It's, yeah. So.
If you give us one moment, Ms. Lloyd, we're pulling up the information.
Yes, Your Honor.
There it is.
So we would have to, we can do this at the end, but you have to say like duplicate count. And then strike them all that. But on the voting sheet, it shows these and. Yeah, but they're duplicates, they're all the same case numbers. That wouldn't be. That's for a few of you. But the gate is.
Well, unfortunately, Ms. Lloyd, we're going to have to keep it as $1,000 for a couple reasons. The first one is this is the lowest bond amount we're able to do, and they must have you confused with somebody else because they have a pretty extensive criminal history on a person who has the same name as you.
Yeah,
but
no,
hopefully your attorney will be able to work that out for you. Good luck.
So I'm not able to be, thank you.
Did you get a PD, Judge?
Yes. Ashley McLemore?
Yes.
Ma'am, you're here on charges of dealing in stolen property and grand theft. The bond as to the first charge will be $10,000. As to the second charge will be $5,000. Additionally, pursuant to the warrant signed by the Honorable Judge Cassandra Denmark, you will be placed on pretrial release with the following conditions that you've not included. That you have no contact with the alleged victim, including staying at least 500 feet away from the victim's home, vehicle, place of employment, and or school at all times. Ma'am, do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, ma'am. Normandia Milagros?
She's still in the infirmary to us.
All right, thank you. Bring that back tomorrow. Denise Miller?
Yes, sir. I have a question.
All right, ma'am, you're here on 2 counts of violation of probation for which you will be held no bond. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes, I do.
All right, I will appoint the public defender to represent you. And you said you had a question.
Yes, sir. My parents are both bedridden and I'm their sole provider. Is there any way possible that I could get a bond so that I could take care of them until this matter's taken care of?
No, ma'am, I can't do that.
Okay,
All right, good luck.
thank you.
Jacqueline O'Brien?
Yes.
Ma'am, you're here on charges of tampering with physical evidence, possession of cocaine, possession of methamphetamine with a bond of $5,000 as to each of those, and then a charge of possession of drug paraphernalia with a bond of $1,000. Additionally, I do note that you're currently on pretrial release in 26 MM 1787. As a result of this new charge, that bond will be revoked and you will be held no bond pursuant to Parker v. State. Ma'am, do you need the service of the public defender?
Yeah.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, ma'am. Tacolia Riley?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am, you're here on charges of, well, it's a warrant out of another jurisdiction, and you are being held no bond on that. What county is that?
Hillsborough.
All right, yes, thank you, Hillsborough County. So you'll be held no bond on that. Hopefully they'll come get you pretty quickly, but we'll set it for next Thursday in case they don't.
All right, see you Thursday.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Maria Rodriguez?
Yes.
Ma'am, you're here on a charge of domestic violence felony battery for which there is probable cause. Your bond amount will be $10,000, and if you're able to bond out, there'll be conditions of pretrial release. Those conditions will include the following. You would not use, possess, or carry any weapons, firearms, guns, knives, or ammunition. You'd have no contact with the alleged victim. But you may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of release, accompanied by law enforcement to retrieve any personal items. Ma'am, do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, ma'am. Angela Speakman.
Yes.
Ms. Speakman, you're here on charges of possession of drug paraphernalia with a bond of $1,000 and possession of methamphetamine with a bond of $5,000. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, ma'am. All right, now we move to the males at Central County, beginning with William Albritton. Is that you, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, you're here on a charge of driving while license suspended or revoked. Your bond for that is $250. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes, sir.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Bobby Anderson.
Yes, sir.
Sir, you're here on 3 counts of violation of probation for which you'll be held no bond. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes, sir.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
Thank you, Bob.
Christopher Arocho.
Yes, sir.
Sir, you're here as a result of 2 warrants out of Pasco County. One is a bond of $5,013, and the other is $2,500. So hopefully they'll come get you pretty quickly, but if not, we'll set it for next Thursday to see what we need to do. Good luck, sir. Devin Bagley.
Yes, sir.
Sir, you're here on charges of possession of narcotic paraphernalia and possession of cannabis. The bond as to each of those is $1,000. Additionally, you're currently out on bond on 26 CF 4035. Pursuant to Parker v. State, that bond will be revoked. You will be held no bond. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes, sir. And I have a question.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. What's your question?
When is the next court date?
Oh, I don't know. But your attorney will be able to get you that. Terrence Berkheimer.
Yes, sir.
Sir, you're on charges of possession of drug paraphernalia with a bond of $1,000 and possession of cannabis with a bond of $5,000. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes, sir.
All right, I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir. Kelly Crowley.
Yes, sir.
All right, this is a fugitive FCOR case. Do we appoint public defender on those, Ms. Collins?
On F4?
Yeah.
No.
All right, sir, well, currently going to be held no bond on that charge, and hopefully you'll get to court pretty quick on it. Good luck, sir.
Yes, sir.
James Cunningham?
Yes, yes, sir.
Mr. Cunningham, you're here on a charge of domestic violence battery for which there is probable cause. Your bond amount will be $1,000. If you're able to bond out, there'll be conditions of pretrial release. Those conditions will include the following. That you would not use, possess, or carry any weapons, firearms, guns, knives, or ammunition. You'd have no contact with the alleged victim, but you may return to the victim's residence one time only within 40 hours of release, accompanied by law enforcement to retrieve any personal items. Sir, do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
All right, thank you.
Charles Donton.
Yes, sir.
Sir, you're also here on an F-Corps, so you'll be held no bond, and hopefully you'll get to court pretty quickly on that.
All right.
Good luck.
Yes, sir.
Abelardo Flores.
Yes, sir. Here.
Sir, you're here on charges of failure to maintain liability insurance, driving with license suspended with a bond of $250 each, and use of medical marijuana in a vehicle, aircraft, or boat with a bond of $1,000. Sir, do you need the service of the public defender?
No, sir.
All right, good luck, sir.
Okay, my bond is, how much is my bond, sir? I'm sorry.
$250, $250, and $1,000.
So, 1,500?
All right, Mr. Green.
Yes, sir.
Sir, you're here on charges of battery and abuse of a child without great bodily harm. Your bond amounts will be $1,000 and $5,000. If you're able to bond out, there'll be conditions of pretrial release. Those conditions will include the following. Number 16, 17, 18, 22, and 24 GPS monitoring with all exceptions allowed. Sir, do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes, sir, and I got a question.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Hey, what's your question?
So like if my name on the lease of my apartment and she still stay there, like I can't go back to my crib?
All I'm telling you is you cannot go back to wherever the alleged victim is at, except within 48 hours of release, accompanied by law enforcement to retrieve any personal items.
All right, and can you say my bond one more time, please?
Sure. Your bond is $1,000 as to the first charge and $5,000 as to the second charge.
All right, thank you.
Regular GPS or house arrest?
House arrest, GPS monitor. Nicholas Holman.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Holman, you're here on charges of domestic violence battery on a person over the age of 65. Your bond amount is $5,000, and if you're able to bond out, there'll be conditions of pretrial release. Those conditions will include the following. You would not use, possess, or carry any weapons, firearms, guns, knives, or ammunition. You'd have no contact with the alleged victim, but you may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of release, accompanied by law enforcement to retrieve any personal items. Sir, do you need the service of the public defender?
No, sir. If I pay the bond today, am I allowed to leave later on today in the same day?
As far as I know, I've never done a bond. I think so.
Okay, all right. All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Larry Lager, how do you say it?
Leger, yes.
Leger, thank you. All right, sir, you're here on charge of resisting an officer without violence with a bond of $1,000 and trespass with a bond of $250. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir. Walter Mason?
Yes, sir.
Sir, you're here on charges of possession of drug paraphernalia with a bond of $1,000 and possession of cocaine with a bond of $5,000. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes, sir.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
Can I bond out, sir?
Yes, sir. Arnold McFarland?
Yeah.
Mr. McFarland, you're here on charges of selling cocaine within 1,000 feet of a church. Your bond amount is going to be $10,000. Do you need the service of the public defender? That's a yes or a no.
Happen.
You want a public defender? An attorney?
You want a free attorney?
Was the public defender appointed in those previous charges?
What is my charges again? What is my charge?
All right, in an abundance of caution, I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir. Initially, you're already on pretrial release for something else. Those pretrial release conditions will apply to this case as well. Good luck, sir. Michael Miller?
Okay.
Sir, you're here on charges of possession of cannabis and possession of drug paraphernalia with a bond of $1,000 each, and possession of methamphetamine with a bond of $5,000. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes, sir.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
Daniel, John, Rachel?
Dion Parfait?
Yes, sir.
Sir, you're here on charges of resisting an officer without violence with a bond of $1,000, false information to law enforcement with a bond of $5,000, and 2 counts of violation of probation for which you will be held no bond. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes, sir.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir. Tomas Perez?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, you're here on charges of possession of drug paraphernalia, 3 counts, and possession of cannabis. All of those will have bonds of $1,000. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes, sir.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
Can I mention to the court that I have a court appointment on the 29th?
Sure, you just did.
No, it's regarding another case.
Right. Okay, well, we still have to start with the public defender. Then they'll determine if there's a conflict, and if there is, then they'll ask for regional counsel.
All right, so I should not worry about getting a warrant because of not attending the court appointment on Friday, on the 29th.
I'm going to check on that, make sure that the lawyer knows.
Yeah, the public defender who's in court with us now is going to check on that and talk to that lawyer to let him know.
Thank you guys so much.
All right, good luck.
Thank
Daniel Rachel?
Rachel, sir.
All right, thank you. Sir, you're here on charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. You do have a bond on that of $5,000. If you're able to bond out, there'll be conditions of pretrial release, which will include the following. That you would not use, possess, or carry any weapons, firearms, guns, knives, or ammunition. You would have no contact with the alleged victim. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes, sir.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Eric Richardson?
Yes, sir.
Sir, you're here on a charge of violation of probation for which you'll be held no bond. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
All right.
Daniel Rivera?
Yes, sir.
Sir, you're here on charges of tampering with a witness and a second charge as well. State wish to be heard?
May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, this is a motion for pretrial detention as it relates to that second count. Should Your Honor find this motion to be legally and facially sufficient, state would request a pretrial detention hearing to be set. I believe that would be next Monday, June 1st at 1 p.m. on the A2 docket.
All right, so pursuant to the motion for pretrial detention, which is well taken, the defendant will be held no bond, and he will have court set for next Monday at 1 p.m. with the A2 division. As to the first charge, the defendant is entitled to a bond. That bond amount will be $25,000. And sir, do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes, sir.
All right, I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Previous conditions of pretrial release will be in place as well. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Victor Rivera. Mr. Rivera, you're here on charges of, I'm sorry?
Hospital.
Hospital?
Oh, thank you. Are you Jonathan Rosado?
Yes, sir. I do have one question.
Well, hold on a second, sir. You're here on a charge of no valid driver's license. Your bond amount is $250. Do you need the service of the public defender?
I do, sir.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. And you said you had one question.
Yes, sir. I do ask humility that I was a Marine Corps vet for 4 years before this, and I do ask if it would be in consideration of yourself to preset trial release, if that's even possible, sir.
No, sir, especially not in this case when you're already on probation in California. So we got to leave it the way it is. Good luck,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
DeAndre Thompson.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Thompson, you're here on charge of possession of cannabis with a bond of $1,000, possession of drug paraphernalia with a bond of $1,000, and trespass on a posted construction site with a bond of $5,000. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes, sir. I was told I only had one charge of paraphernalia and then one trespassing.
Well, that's why we do this, to give you a better idea. Plus, you're going to go to an arraignment, and it may change at that point too. But currently, I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
Okay. I'm sorry. One question.
Oh, hold on. Don't go anywhere yet. Yes, Ms. Gomez.
Yeah, Mr. Thompson is actually charged with an F3 trespass, and it's the construction site.
Right, a posted construction.
And as I look at the statute, it's very clear that there was nothing in this affidavit that actually shows the sign that was they're talking about as far as the alleged trespass sign. And they have to be able to show that the sign said what the statute says it must. Meaning with a construction site, and it'll say under penalty of law, the wording is right in the statute 8, which is 810.09 sub 2C.
All right. State, do you want to bring this back tomorrow?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, I'm still going to give him the bond, but we will bring the case back tomorrow to see if the state wants to provide a supplement.
Very good, Your Honor.
Okay, so how much is the bond in total?
It's $1,000 and $1,000 and $5,000.
So 700. All right, thank you.
Luis Tortura.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Sir,
Your
you're
Honor.
in charge of domestic violence battery and DUI with a bond of $1,000 each, and refusal to submit to a DUI test with a bond of $250. Additionally, if you are able to bond out, you'll be placed on pretrial release. That starts immediately. You would not, and the conditions would include the following: you would not use, possess, or carry any weapons, firearms, guns, knives, or ammunition. You'd have no contact with the alleged victim, but you may return to the victim's residence one time only within 48 hours of release, accompanied by law enforcement to retrieve any personal items. Sir, do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes, please.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
James Turner.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Turner, you're here as a result of 2 warrants signed by the Honorable Judge Kevin Cole for failure to appear for a pretrial. One of those is a bond of $500. The other is a bond of $2,000. And the public defender was previously appointed to your case. Good luck, sir.
Yep. Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
I believe I have a hold for Orange County as well, if that's on there.
It's not on my paperwork.
All right, thank you.
Demetrius Ward.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Ward, you're here on a charge of driving a license suspended or revoked with a bond of $250. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes, I do, please, sir.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Timothy Williamson.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Williamson, you're here on charges of possession of drug paraphernalia with a bond of $1,000 and possession of methamphetamine with a bond of $5,000. Do you need the service of the public defender?
Yes, sir.
I will appoint the public defender to represent you. Good luck, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's it? Thank you very much.
Great.
On Coleman.
Please sign again. Sign again. Sign one last time. Okay, you're good.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Colmanetto, Alfonso Colmanetto. Colmanetto. Oh, he might still be in Phoenix. He was in Phoenix earlier. He's got a white T-shirt on. Okay. How about Mr. Martinez Sanchez? After that is going to be Mr. Kogel. So Mr. Martinez Sanchez, can I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Michael Martinez Sanchez, January 5th, 2002.
Okay, thank you. You're here on one new arrest and two warrants, all from the town of Wickenburg Municipal Court. I'm going to start with the warrants, numbers 18 and 19 on the calendar. There were failure to appear warrants out for you in cases in which you've been charged with drug paraphernalia possession. That's in both cases. It's a class 1 misdemeanor. And then in number 18 on the calendar, they've added one additional misdemeanor of failing to appear, which is itself a class 2 misdemeanor. Then in number 19 on the calendar, they've added 3 allegations of failing to appear in a misdemeanor case, which are again class 2 misdemeanors. Yeah, those incorrectly listed on the warrant. Those are class 2. Okay. So I'm going to give you a court date in the Wickenburg Town Court. It's an arraignment hearing, June 3rd, 9 in the morning. That is this Wednesday, 6 days from now, 9 in the morning. I'm affirming the Wickenburg Town Court bonds. In the oldest case, number 19 on the calendar, the 2020 case, I am affirming $500 secured. In the newer case, which is the 2024 warrant, I'm affirming the $100 secured appearance bond, so that is $600 total for those warrants. I appointed a lawyer for you in the event you can't post bond. If you're not able to, the lawyer will represent you at the next hearing on the bond question. Finally, on the new arrest, they booked you in again for drug paraphernalia possession. I just did not find probable cause for it. So it doesn't mean it's dismissed, but it does mean you end up with a different court date because you don't get any bond. If I don't find probable cause, you can't get bond. So you actually technically have a later court date for the new one, and that's going to be June 17th at 9 in the morning. But when you go on the 3rd, you can talk to the Wickenburg prosecutor about the status of the one on the 17th and see if you can get all the court dates brought together. So just save the paperwork for the new one, but you don't have any additional bond for it because the police really did not specify what they allege you had. They just called it drug paraphernalia and that was it. So that's not probable cause. So in any event, it's not dismissed. Don't get too excited. Just remember to try to get out in front of that later court date. All right, everything's on your paperwork. You're gonna have to sign 3 times. Just try to be patient. My clerk, you can sign once right now, and then she'll tell you when to sign second and third time. Yeah, with your finger. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Sign again.
So right now, I mean, I was like, oh, I gotta send an email. Like even when we're doing it right,
Go ahead and sign again.
I'm not happy.
Okay, you're good.
Even when everybody's compliant. Yeah, slowing us down. At 4th Ave, we used to go step to your right, and we could begin the next person immediately.
We have it over there.
Begin the next person immediately. I don't think this is functional. I'm going to tell them I don't. I'm going back to saying.
We have it.
Yesterday there was 8 people on the calendar.
Yeah.
So
We have it with the officers that right now, standing over there, we can keep them
contained.
there, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, other people that are talking.
Yeah. So right now I'm. Anyway. Yeah. Sorry. No, I was just letting them know. Mr. Kogel, where's Mr. Kogel? And then Talia Gardner Humphrey, will you go to the chair? All right, sir, can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Brian Kogel, 9/15/1995.
Okay, thanks. Mr. Kogel, you're here on an arrest warrant for an older case. A couple months ago, you got charged with a case from February. And so it's one charge, organized retail theft of merchandise, a class 4 felony. The alleged offense date is back on February 4th of 2026. Looks like it comes out of Scottsdale, but you will get a copy of the charge and police reports from your lawyer. I am appointing a lawyer for you. You will have 2 upcoming court dates. They are in 2 weeks. First, the status conference, June 11th. 2 weeks from now, 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. Your preliminary hearing will be the following Monday, June 15th, 8:30 in the morning. All of that is on your paperwork. This is not a newly alleged case. It's from a few months ago. And even though I am well aware of your prior felony convictions, I'm going to give you a try at pretrial services. It's a property crime. As I recall, your priors are mostly drug crimes. So this is the case of you will or you won't. And you've got 5 prior felonies. That means the county attorney has a tremendous amount of leverage against you. This is also aggravated shoplifting. So frankly, there will be a huge question on whether you might be a good candidate for probation or whether they should just send you to prison. The county attorney has a lot of leverage. Of course, you can fight the case. You could possibly beat the case. I don't know. Talk to your lawyer about doing that. I'm trying to encourage you not to miss court because right now you're 1 FTA away from nobody here will give you a bond. We do a risk assessment. You are 1 FTA away from the score that says, don't even try with this guy. So if you miss 1 court date in this case, you're going to end up in custody on a bond, trying to defend your case, trying to get a good outcome. So use your brain and come to court. I'm releasing you. That's why you're getting a lecture about not making idiotic decisions. Go to court. Do not go wherever this was. You're at a crossroads. How you perform pre-trial could have a significant influence on your case outcome. Use that information wisely. Go ahead and sign on the pad. We're going to print up a copy and send it out for you. All right. Yeah, great. Thank you. One more time. Oh, sorry. It didn't take. I'm sorry. Yeah. All right. Let's start one more time. Yeah, it's a little slower, and then we're going to do not collected if it doesn't work. You're good. Okay, thank you. All right, Ms. Gardner-Humphrey, and then did Mr. Colmanero come in? I thought I saw him come in. Okay, thank you. Mr. Colmanero, you can go to the chair. You'll be next. Alfonso Colmanero. Hi, ma'am. Can I have your full name and date of birth?
Talia Gardner-Humphrey, February 23rd, 2004.
Okay, thank you. You're here on a new case. You got arrested for criminal speeding. It's a class 3 misdemeanor. There is probable cause for it. I'm not appointing a lawyer for you, though, because I am releasing you. And we don't normally appoint lawyers in this kind of case unless you end up facing jail time, which most people don't unless they FTA. So your court date is June 10th at 9 in the morning. The address is on your paperwork. It's in the Hasayampa Justice Court, which I'm pretty sure is up in the north of town. They may have moved it, but it used to be in Wickenburg.
Where is that at?
Well, they consolidated them, so it's in Surprise. It's at the big north.
Oh, okay. Okay, I live in Peoria, so that's close.
Yeah, it's on Tierra Buena Lane in Surprise. So this is a Wickenburg-y kind of district, but they consolidated all the locations. So
okay.
The address is on your paperwork, the date's on your paperwork. I'm releasing you on your own recognizance on the theory that you do not enjoy being arrested and you'd rather go to court.
Thank you.
If you prove me wrong, you'll come back on a warrant and we'll give you at least a small bond, even on a criminal speeding.
Okay.
You have the right to hire a lawyer. Go ahead and sign. Yeah, go ahead. Thank you. You have the right to hire a lawyer or just represent yourself. You can go meet directly with the prosecutor, see if they're going to make you an offer, see what they might be willing to do. Just don't FTA.
What's that?
Oh, fail to appear.
Okay.
Don't fail to appear. That is what lands people back in jail. There's no mandatory jail for criminal speeding. It's the lowest class of misdemeanor on the books. The way you end up doing jail time is by not appearing for court.
Okay.
So just go.
Okay.
All right.
Is everything signed on there? Don't you?
Yes, and we'll send out your paperwork and have everything you need to know.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Mr. Colmanetto? And then Oscar Alvarez, will you go to the chair? Good morning, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Colmanero, January 1789.
First name Alfonso?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I know you were in court when the hearing started, so I just need to remind you of 2 important rights that you have. One is the right to remain silent in a criminal case, and one is the right to the assistance of a lawyer. And I am about to appoint a lawyer for you in both of these cases. You're here on a new case and a probation warrant. In the new case, you were arrested for dangerous drug possession, a class 4 felony, drug paraphernalia possession, class 6 felony, and interfering with judicial proceedings by disobeying a court order. That's a class 1 misdemeanor. I only found probable cause for today's hearing on that disobeying a court order because the police did not provide enough information to support the allegation that what you had was meth. So it does not mean the meth charges are dismissed. It just means I'm ignoring them for purposes of release conditions. Talk to your lawyer about how that works, but I just found probable cause on violating the court order. So I am appointing a lawyer for you. This case still needs to go to a downtown superior court because you are still accused of felonies, even though I didn't find probable cause because of the drug type. Talk to your lawyer about how this works. Your status conference downtown is June 3rd at 8:30 in the morning in the Superior Court. That's this coming Wednesday. Preliminary hearing, June 5th at 8:30. That's going to be on your paperwork. Then in the probation case, the probation department will be filing a petition to revoke your probation based on this new arrest. So you will have a lawyer. You have a slightly different court date right now. It is Thursday, June 4th. So Wednesday you go for the new case. Thursday, June 4th, you go for the probation case, 8:30 in the morning, also downtown Phoenix, revocation arraignment, possible disposition hearing. In your probation case, your bond is $500. It is secured. In the new case, it's just $50 secured to make you eligible for credit for time in custody on that case. So your total bond is $550 for two cases. And if you will start signing on the pad with your finger, you have to do it with your finger. She's going to capture your signature. She'll tell you when to sign a second time. Go ahead. Yeah. You can do the first one. Yeah, go ahead for the first one and then give it a second.
Go ahead and try it again, but go a little slower. Try it again. All right, one more time.
All right, and then let's just go to not collect. I mean, I realize you guys are probably testing it, but our plan was if it doesn't work pretty quickly, we're going to go to not collect it. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right, Mr. Alvarez, and then Sandra Lunt. Will you please go to the chair? Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Good morning, Your Honor. Oscar Alvarez Limon, 10/19/1991.
Okay, thanks. You're here on an arrest warrant for an older case. And that means the criminal charges got filed against you just a few months ago, and it looks like, I think in your case, they did try to send you a summons. They did, and it just came back undelivered. We didn't have a working address. We don't hold that against you, meaning a summons was sent, but it came back undelivered. So this is how you find out. You've been charged with aggravated DUI, 2 counts, so it's usually alleged 2 different ways because it's the same date, August 2nd, 2025, someplace in Peoria. Each of the ways is a class 4 felony. Talk to your lawyer. You can't be double punished for it. It just means they're saying they're accusing you of violating the statute 2 different ways on a single occasion. So talk to your lawyer about that. I am appointing a lawyer for you. Your status conference is going to be June 11th, which is in 2 weeks, 8:30 in the morning, downtown Phoenix. That address is on your paperwork. Your preliminary hearing will be June 15th at 8:30 in that downtown Superior Court. It's a brand new case, well, newly filed. And so I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. Like I said, even the state, when they filed it, they asked for a summons. They said, let's politely invite this guy to court. You just didn't get the invitation.
I never received anything.
We don't hold it against you. You just get this ugly surprise. Go to court. People on this charge, you should look it up. People face some mandatory sentencing that may very much surprise you. So you need to take the case seriously. You need to go to court because the lowest lawful sentence that anyone convicted of this crime, which isn't you, you are innocent until proven guilty, but any person convicted of a class 4 aggravated DUI has to do 4 months in the state penitentiary, followed by probation. It's the only kind of case where you can get both prison and probation on the same conviction. Normally, it's only one or the other. You can do county jail and probation, but you can't do the state pen. Aggravated DUI, you suit up in an orange jumpsuit at a men's prison for 4 months. It is one of the harshest sentences in the nation. I like to tell everybody I release who's charged with this what they're facing in order to get them to take it seriously. Right now, as of this moment, you face a potential 4-month sentence. If you're lucky, it'll be at Lewis on the west side, which is a rough facility, so they say. If you're not lucky, it might be Southern Arizona, but you go to prison for 4 months. So don't commit this type of offense while the case is pending. The county attorney will start your offer at 2.5 years in prison. If you commit other felonies, etc., you can end up held no bond. I just want people to take this kind of case with utmost seriousness, because you face right now, you face a very harsh penalty if you are convicted. You're not convicted. I gave you a lawyer. You have the right to a trial. You have the right to be presumed innocent. I'm just trying to scare you into complying with your release conditions, okay? Because people who commit this type of offense tend to keep doing it, and they tend to make other innocent people die. And that's how come the legislature passed that law. So we're going to give you paperwork. If you sign with your finger, we'll give you a copy of your paperwork, and you'll be released after that. Don't miss your court dates. Don't violate your conditions. Your conditions include do not drive without a valid license. If you have a valid license, then it's okay. If you don't drive. It's a crime. And no alcohol from this moment. I realize the case was a while ago, but not a drop of alcohol between now and when another court lets you.
Did you say that you're gonna put me a lawyer?
I did, yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
thank
but
you.
you're probably going to meet, I mean, realistically, you're not going to talk to that person until your first court date, because they got to make a file, they got to assign it out. There's a, avalanche of cases. So between now and then, it's going to go to a lawyer at the public defender. When you get there on the 11th, your PD will have your file. You're going to go over the whole case with them. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Just comply between now and then. I just want people to understand how serious aggravated DUI is.
I will.
Okay. All right. So if you step out to your left, we'll give you your paperwork.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you. Ms. Lund? And then Eli Ramirez Valenzuela, will you go to the chair? Hello, ma'am. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Sandra Lunt, 2959.
Okay, thank you. You were arrested for burglary in the 3rd degree by going into a non-customer area of a store. That's a class 4 felony. I am appointing a lawyer for you. I did find probable cause. So your case is going forward. I'm scheduling your first 2 court dates. Everything's going to be on your paperwork. Your first court date will be June 11th, 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. Your preliminary hearing will be June 15th at 8:30. The address will be on your paperwork along with the dates and times. And are you guys aware, was she allowed to have a pencil? I never see people in here with a pencil. She got a pencil.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I thought that was prohibited. Okay. All right. No worries. Just making sure.
I wouldn't know.
No, it's just that there are documented cases, not you, of people doing very unpleasant things with pencils. So,
Oh, they warned me of that.
okay. All right. So, June 11th, June 15th, all of this is on your paperwork. I realize you're taking notes. That's no problem. But we will also have it on your paperwork. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. You have just a little bit of very old criminal history. I'm not worried about you, but I am ordering you not to go to this store while the case is pending. It sounds like they've trespassed you anyway, but you cannot go to the store. It's that Hallmark store on Higley Road. You have to stay away. Will you agree to do that?
Yes.
Okay. And
Why
then
was it so old? Oh,
your criminal history?
No, October.
No.
They said I did this in October.
Oh, really? Oh, I guess I didn't catch that. Sometimes it honestly, we have so many cases, it slips by. You're right. It was last October. Okay. So it looks like, so this is last October when they have it on the surveillance footage, and then they must have had a lookout in the system for you. I can't tell from what I have, I agree with you, why they suddenly picked, yesterday to arrest you on this. I thought it happened yesterday. It says right here, October. I didn't see it. I don't know, ma'am. And so, in any event, don't go to the store as of now. Go meet with your lawyer. I gave you a lawyer, but like I told the last guy, you probably won't meet your lawyer until your first court date because, you know, cases like this, they can't really prep them very far in advance. So your court date is in just 2 weeks. I am releasing you. Just don't miss that court date. Don't violate your release conditions. Don't go back to that store. Okay. All right. Everything's going to be on your paperwork. If you sign with your finger, please, slowly, they will, send out your paperwork. Okay. Okay. We're good. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Mr. Ramirez Valenzuela. Oh, I'm sorry. No, she okay? Oh, I do. Okay, you're fine. I'm the one who didn't sign. Sorry. We're testing a new system, and so far I'm unthrilled. Okay. Yes. That's smart. And just speed it up.
Yeah.
Okay, that's still not going to necessarily help with the multiple.
Yeah.
But you're right. Okay. After Mr. Ramirez will be Daneri Sanford. All right, sir, can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Eli Fernando Ramirez Valenzuela, August 26, 1986.
Okay, thanks. You're here on a new case. You got arrested for criminal speeding. It's a class 3 misdemeanor. I am not appointing a lawyer for you because I am releasing you. If you heard me tell there's another defendant with this charge, you have the right to hire somebody, always. But you also have the right to represent yourself. You can go directly and meet with the prosecutor. You shouldn't be afraid of doing that because I realize it's expensive to hire a lawyer, but you're allowed to do that. And you could always ask for a continuance to hire a lawyer if you didn't like the prosecutor's offer or whatever.
Right.
But it's up to you. You can hire a lawyer today. But I'm just not giving you one because in general, the Justice Court isn't going to give you one unless the state says they want jail time, which is rare unless you are a repetitive offender for this. So June 16th at 9:30 in the morning, White Tank Justice Court. All of that is on your paperwork. I'm going to release you. If you'll sign with your finger, we're going to try to speed it up. Go ahead and sign, and I'll tell you, just go to court.
Is it a signature or print?
Signature, yeah, if you can, right. Thank you. So anyway, I'm releasing you on your own recognizance. Your release conditions are super basic. You can go ahead and step out to your left. We'll send them out. Thank you. All right, Ms. Stanford, and then I just did, yeah. And then Nefertiti Solomon, if you go to the chair. Hi, ma'am. Can I have your full name and date of birth?
Daneri Sanford, 51305.
513?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. You're here on an arrest warrant for an older case. There's been a charge filed against you. It was filed a couple months ago, and you're charged with theft of a credit card or obtaining a credit card by fraudulent means. That's a class 5 felony. This dates all the way back to August 26th of 2024, and this was someplace in Chandler. If that doesn't ring a bell, just know you'll get police reports and a copy of the charge from your lawyer.
In 2024?
2024, yeah. I am appointing a lawyer for you, and you'll meet that person at your next court date. You can have 2 court dates, status conference, June 11th, 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court.
Okay.
Preliminary hearing, June 15th at 8:30 in the morning. If you'll go ahead and sign for those court dates, I am releasing you to pretrial services. Just sign nice and slow, if you would, across there with your finger. How do we do?
It's really ugly.
I know.
Sorry.
Right.
I
Okay.
tried.
Okay, thank you. All right, so you're going to report to pretrial services. They tried to send you a summons as well. I think that's part of the time delay is they didn't have a working address and they tried twice.
Yeah,
different
I moved
addresses.
from my mom's to my grandma's to my mom.
But I want to strongly encourage you to comply with my orders. I can't make you comply with my orders, but I noted you've had 18 misdemeanor arrests in the mere 3 years since you turned 18. 18 misdemeanor arrests. Only 2 of them have enough information that we know you got convicted. It just tends to suggest somebody who doesn't take court cases all that seriously. This is a felony. It's a felony where you're not getting a do-over. You're not getting a slap on the wrist. It's a probation eligible felony. That's why I'm releasing you. Even if you go to trial and lose, you're probably just looking at probation. But dodging court means you enjoy being arrested.
No,
Apparently, I mean, 18 times since you turned 18. That's crazy.
No, that's
like
not
every other
true.
month.
I think that's just the count.
You think
I've never
some of them
been
are, like,
arrested
repeatedly?
18 times.
Okay, because sometimes cases
When I
can
first
get
was
double
arrested,
counted.
it was 13 counts, and they dismissed 12.
Well, because you're right. Okay, so I've got October of 25 out of Mesa, criminal damage. May 16th out of Tempe, discounted as two theft of a credit cards. 5/15, so May 15th, so the day before, out of Chandler, fraudulent schemes and a bunch of trafficking, stolen property, and vulnerable adult. December of 2024, assault and disorderly conduct. August 14th of 2024, this one did count multiple. You're right, they entered it multiple times. It was shoplifting, 1, 2, 3,
It was
4,
13 count,
5,
literally.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're right, so it's 10 counts on one date. May 16th, but what I'm telling you though still is, honestly, this is a train that is coming into the station very soon. I mean, you're young, honestly, I'm just trying to give you a clue. I look at a criminal history like that, the odds of you ending up in prison before the age of 25, just by that alone, get really high. What I'm trying to do is convince you that under no circumstances should you miss a court date in this felony case, nor should you violate release conditions, nor should you get picked up on a new charge.
Okay.
That right now, anybody looking at this says this young woman is going to not stop until somebody puts you in prison for a while. It's a pattern. That's a serious pattern. And even on the shoplifting, they are putting people in prison. We call it predicate shoplift. Third and subsequent misdemeanor shoplift within any 5-year period is a class 4 felony, and they're putting people in prison.
But that case got dismissed, so how would
I understand. They could still bring it back, recharge it. You should look up Maricopa County Attorney and organized retail theft. They are on a mission. They're putting shoplifters in real prison. I'm trying to warn you.
I have your warning.
I'm trying to warn you.
Okay.
Right now, you're coming up to the point where it's not going to go away anymore. You have been felony charged. Don't mess with it. Go talk to your lawyer.
Okay.
You are presumed innocent. I am releasing you. I'm just trying to give you a clue that if you look at these as like wrist-slapping misdemeanors, this is not going to end well.
Okay.
So everything's going to be on your paperwork. Don't have contact with this victim, whoever that was in 2024. If you don't know, you're going to get it in the police reports from your lawyer. Don't miss your court dates. Don't get picked up on new crimes. Doesn't mean dodge arrest. It means don't commit them.
Right.
Everything's going to be on your paperwork. We will send that out to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Solomon and Vladimir Skaramastro, will you go to the chair? Hi, ma'am. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Nefertiti Solomon, 04/15/1990.
Okay, thank you. You're here on a new case. You got arrested for dangerous drug possession, a class 4 felony. I am appointing a lawyer to represent you. There is probable cause for that. You're going to have 2 court dates. The first one is June 11th. That's 2 weeks from now, 8:30 in the morning. Preliminary hearing, June 15th at 8:30. I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. Will you please go ahead and sign with your finger right there on the pad?
So I'm getting released today?
Yeah, with your finger, please. Yeah, you have to just use the tip of your finger.
Okay, thank you.
And then, so you've got standard release conditions. Just don't go back to where you were arrested. No weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription.
So I'm going home today?
Correct,
Okay,
yeah. You'll have your court dates. Don't miss them. You're going to pick up a warrant if you miss a court date, okay?
Okay, and what day are they again? The 15th and
the 11th, it's all on your paperwork. Just
Okay,
don't,
that's good.
no, we have to print it, and then just don't lose it. But if you go have a seat, we're going to send out that paperwork, save it. It tells you where to go in 2 weeks, okay?
Okay, yes.
All right, good luck, ma'am.
Thank you.
Mr. Scaramastro? Yeah. And then Kevin Mason, will you go to the chair? Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Vladimir Skaramastro, 2/21/2000.
Okay, thanks. You're on a new case. You got arrested for unlawful flight from a law enforcement vehicle, a class 5 felony, leaving the scene of an accident involving damage to a vehicle, that's class 1 misdemeanor, and driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs while impaired to the slightest degree, that's a class 1 misdemeanor. There is probable cause for all of those, and I am appointing a lawyer to represent you. Your next court date is going to be a status conference in 2 weeks, which is June 11th at 8:30 in the morning. Preliminary hearing June 15th at 8:30 in the same court. All right. Well, in this case, I gave some thought to making you report to pretrial. You just don't have much criminal history. And this is a probation eligible case, although I will say misdemeanor DUI does have some mandatory jail time. You've got some criminal history, but you don't have any DUI history. So I'm going to release you on your own recognizance. Go to court. I gave you a lawyer. Like I told the other folks, you're not likely to meet that person before your first court date, which is in 2 weeks. Everything's on your paperwork. If you go ahead and sign on your paperwork, you are ordered not to drive without a valid license. Go ahead. Did you sign? Oh, yeah. And no alcohol while the case is pending. Everything's going to be on your paperwork. If you step to your left, we're going to send that out, okay?
Good.
Thank you. Mr. Mason? And then I'm going to... Yes.
Morning, Your Honor.
Hi, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Kevin Mason, 12/4/84.
All right, thanks. Mr. Mason, you're here on a new case and a probation hold. In the new case, you got arrested for 3 things. Tampering with physical evidence, a class 6 felony. Interfering with judicial proceedings by violating or disobeying a court order. That's a class 1 misdemeanor. And driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs while impaired to the slightest degree. That's class 1 misdemeanor. Of those, the police only provided probable cause for the DUI. They literally forgot to mention anything about how you allegedly tampered with evidence or disobeyed a court order. If I had to bet, it was defying the blood draw warrant. I don't know, though. So there's no probable cause for it today. Not dismissed, though. I'm just ignoring it for purposes of release conditions and treating it like a straight-up DUI. So I thought I was appointing a lawyer for you. This is one of those, we have a computer glitch that reverts it. Hang on a second. Fun with computers at the moment. All right, that took it. Okay. So I am appointing a lawyer for you in this case and in your probation case, because you're on probation for a class 4 felony, and the probation department will be filing a petition to revoke based on this new arrest. That is their policy. So you have to go to two different courts. First, in number 9 on the calendar, you're going to go June 11th at 8:30 in the morning for a status conference in the downtown Superior Court. Preliminary hearing June 15th at 8:30. You're released on your own recognizance. I'm going to do it in the probation case too, back to the supervision of your PO. So you're ordered to comply with probation as a term of release. In this case, it looks like you actually did some residential treatment.
I'm 6
You know,
months
you've been,
sober, yes.
yeah, you've been doing all right on probation. So I know you know how to comply with court orders. Do that. And so probation, your court date is June 4th. So on the, so probation just moves faster. It's a shorter timeline. So next week is your probation revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing, June 4th, 8:30 in the morning in the downtown probation court. That's all going to be on your paperwork. And then if you can start signing, I'll just keep talking. We're trying to figure out how to make this go faster. And then the following week is your new case, June 11th and June 15th. All of it's on your paperwork, but you are released. You have to call your PO within 72 hours of release. It's a term of your probation. So we put a reminder on your paperwork. Don't fail to do that. And I always tell people in your situation, huge part of the reason you're not getting any bond is you've been doing pretty well on probation.
Thank you, ma'am.
So keep doing it. Show that you can do it while you got cases pending. All right, we're going to send out your stuff if you step out to your left.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot. You have to sign twice.
Okay, you're good.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, and then I've got 2 house calls, officer. I've got Samuel Mellick and Anquanta Artis. Are they both not physically present in court because they got isolated by the sheriff's office for posing a potential risk of danger to themselves or others?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, thank you. I got an affirmative answer. So I will go see Mr. Mellick and Mr. Artis in person, in-house, immediately after this proceeding to give them their initial appearances. I will let Mr. Mellick know, born 6/29/02, he got booked in for failure to obey a police officer. It's a class 2 misdemeanor. And there is probable cause for it. I'm not appointing a lawyer for him because I'm currently hoping to release him with an arraignment hearing of June 16th at 9:30 in the morning in the White Tank Justice Court, provided it appears that he will agree to go to court and comply with release conditions. I'm going to release him on his own recognizance with orders not to have any contact with the officers, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol, and that June 16th at 9:30 court date. If he indicates he's not likely to come to court or we might pose a danger to the community. His court date will move up to June 2nd at 8:30 in the morning, and my final written order will reflect the court's ultimate decision on that. Mr. Artis, born 4/13/87, starting a new case. He got booked in for aggravated assault on a first responder, class 4 felony, criminal damage, class 5 felony, and theft as a class 1 misdemeanor. There is probable cause for those. I am appointing a lawyer for him. And I hope that I can release him on an ankle monitor. I'm going to give him a status conference date of June 11th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing date of June 15th of 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court with an ankle monitor order and no victim contact. Though if it appears that he won't comply, his court dates will move up to June 3rd and June 5th, respectively. My final order will reflect my ultimate decision on that. Mr. Ortega, you go ahead and come up to the pad, please. Come up to the podium. Okay, sir, may I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Mark Andrew Ortega, 9/24/1994.
Okay, thank you. You are here on a new case. You got arrested for sexual abuse. It's a class 5 felony. There is probable cause for it, and I am appointing a lawyer for you. I'm scheduling your next 2 court dates. First, a status conference on June 3rd at 8:30 in the morning, then a preliminary hearing June 5th at 8:30. The court address is on your paperwork. Based on your criminal history and what has been alleged against you, bond is set in the amount of $5,000. It is secured. If you bond out, you will be on an ankle monitor because you are accused of a sexually motivated felony. No contact with the alleged victim. You can't go to the scene of the alleged crime. You can do a civil standby to collect belongings from that facility if you have any belongings there, but you can't go there on your own. You have to bring an officer with you. No weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription. You are a prohibited possessor of weapons, so no weapons. Obey any order of protection that's been served on you. All of this information is on your paperwork. If you please sign with your finger on the pad, we will give you a copy. Okay. Okay, you can go ahead and step out to your left. We'll send that out. Thank you. Yes. Oh, yeah, sorry. And with that, my house call records are about 3 minutes ago on this recording if anyone's looking for them. With that, we're going to stand in recess until 2 p.m.